Welcome back. This is the Larry James Show. Today's topic is something that I've experienced that I wanted to share with you today, and just to get your opinion about it, because I was kind of confused when the thought first came to my mind. And this is the question: should you change when you become the boss? Think about that for a second. You as a person, should your mannerisms, the way you receive and process things, should that change once you become the boss? My view was absolutely, because right now, think about that. You're not the boss. You're not the boss. The only thing you do is go to work, do a job, and collect a paycheck. Once you become a boss, then you have to go to work, watch over or foreman the type of people that you're under. You have to be in charge of people. And people will come to you and say, Larry, I need to be off on Wednesday. Now, as an employee that just goes to work and come home, that would never come into my world. That would never be brought to me. So I wouldn't have to look at a schedule to see whether or not I could let you off on Thursday or Friday or whatever that day is, right? So you're going to have to change some things about the way you think. You're going to be given knowledge about some things that you weren't initially privy to. For instance, you didn't know that I needed to be off until I told you. And I wouldn't have told you if you weren't the what? Right, the boss. So once you become the boss, you have to assume certain responsibilities, and you have to discard certain things that you've done prior to. For instance, let's say you weren't really a good worker before you became the boss. And all of a sudden, you said, well, I think I'm going to try to be the supervisor for a while. I'm going to move into that category. But your characteristics, I'll call it your you still take with you. And your habits, your mannerisms are not really what we'll call stellar. What we'll say actually is that they need to be adjusted somewhat. So you, who was not really a diligent, competent individual initially, now you all of a sudden have responsibilities that you didn't have prior to. How do you adjust to that? You can't adjust without changing some things. And that is what will make or break you. If you can't make or incorporate the changes necessary to adapt to that situation, then you'll never succeed. That's the way it works. You must make adjustments along the way. And a lot of times those adjustments are based on knowledge, information, process. And it's always based on time. So my answer to that question is, should you change when you become the boss? Absolutely. What's your question? What's your answer? Speakwithlarry.com.